What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and sorry it's been a little bit. Been traveling. Um, Looks like we just might grab the last couple battles, so we'll catch up real quick. This is the battle we did against Royal Lineage. I don't think it was ever really that close, but I was traveling, so I had some attacks. I'm going to show them in the mass replay in the summary that I'm gonna do in a second. I'm not going to go through each one of mine and do what I normally do. But yeah, 120 perfect war over their 89. You could see that they didn't use all their attacks. They used a little bit more than half their attacks. I don't think, looks like we didn't even use all our attacks. I mean, we had a perfect war, so there wasn't really any need to. 3 stars all across the board here. So what we'll do is we'll jump into some of these things and watch the attacks. We're going to start off by looking with a little treat at an attack by our Town Hall 9 against their Town Hall 9. We did have a couple of them from WHF 2 come by. They were doing a scrimmage in WHF 2, and the guys that weren't in the scrim came and warred with us, so that was a really cool little treat. We like that. Here is a GoHo with a shattered entry from Trainwreck on their #1, but the weird thing is, I was out of it. I didn't really read the chats or anything like that, but take a look at this. He drops the giant in to get the Lava Hound lure, and he's going to do the Lava Hound archer healer trick, but check this out. Drops the archers, drops the healer, and this Lava Hound is just going to go to town on these archers, and the healer's literally got her back turned on the archers, not healing them at all. Stuck up healer, I guess. I don't know, maybe Trainwreck only has stuck up healers, but as soon as he drops the golems and the wizards up top for that shattered entry, when they get hit by the defense, she decides that she's going to go heal them instead. So she lets the archers die and goes and takes care of the wizards and the golems. I don't know. Never seen that before. Very, very weird. Maybe it's a bug that everybody knows of that's just not me, but I don't know. It's a weird, weird thing. So he comes in, uses a jump spell to get into that semi-core, getting to reach the enemy queen. And drops the king as well to go ahead and couple shot that queen and hit her. Then the queen kills the pups up top, or the Lava Hound, to create the pups, and starts picking them off one by one. And then we do the hog drops on the bottom, about a 5-finger drop to come in and collapse on that core. And the enemy king will start hitting on them, and he'll use his first couple heals here. And you know, as they're tanking the crossbow, the expo damage, and some of the Teslas pop, and the splash damage by the whiz towers. Another Tesla pops, and he'll send in the rest of the hogs up from the top. Saves 1 heal for that giant bomb spot there, right next to the wizard tower and the mortar. Only has 1 more left, and then they go ahead and kill that storage unit, and then turn on the king and just basically couple shot him real quick. Queen will go ahead and do cleanup on the sides, along with the wizard from the other side, and the hounds will go ahead and clean up all the rest. So we'll go ahead and speed this up. Great 3-star Trainwreck. We love having you in our war. It's always nice to see when we have the Town Hall 9s stop by. We are going to skip the rest of their Town Hall 9s. They were just horrible, horrible bases. Yeah, it was really, really bad. Our 9s and 8.5s took care of them. Absolutely no problem. So we'll go ahead and jump in on #6, which was their first Town Hall 8. Wasn't the best design, wasn't the best design Town Hall 8, but it's a very common one that we see all the time. Fury, our #21, comes up and hits down their #6. He'll use just the mass hogs. So we'll go ahead and take a look at how he does that. He'll send the hog in for the lure, and then he'll go ahead and anchor on that right side. Go ahead and take care of that with the standard whiz barbarian kill and poison. So there we go. They're taking care of that. They almost got it down. Boom. All right, all finished. Now it's time to go ahead and send in the hogs. He's going to basically do a semi-Asian wall of hogs and just drop in the heals where necessary. So they'll start collapsing towards that core. He'll heal at one side, the first portion of the core where that giant bomb is. Heal them up completely up to full. And then he'll go ahead and drop the other heal in just a second as those hogs get healed up when they trigger the second giant bomb. And they'll split off a little bit more. And he's got 1 more hog. He'll send the rest of them in from the left to meet up with that group. and it's his mass group of hogs he wants to make sure he keeps alive, so he'll save that last heal for them, drop the heal right there, and yeah, they're almost all done. And some hogs go flying, no problem. He's got plenty of hogs to spare. 3 more defenses left, 2, and then 1, and now we turn on the king and beat him down. So, well, they'll at least beat down the storage, and then they'll beat the king down. All right, and the rest is just cleanup. So the wizards are cleaning up on the tops and sides. The king is dropped really late for some cleanup, and the hogs will go ahead and take care of that town hall and the clan castle building, and the storage unit, and then the spell factory, and we're all finished. Nice 3-star Fury, good job. Jumping down a few to their number 8, we're going to watch our number 12 potato chips go ahead and do a surgical attack on this base. Not the best layout we've ever seen, but there's quite a bit of double giant bomb and giant bomb spots here in the base. So you're going to do a surgical to make sure you don't get caught with all your hogs in one spot for a double giant bomb possibility. So he'll go ahead and send a massive amount of hogs for that lure. A little bit too much, I think. I think he sent in 6 hogs there, or something like that, 5 or 6 hogs. I think it was necessary to get that giant bomb and lure, but it's okay. It works for him, and that's fine. He'll send the barbarians and wizards in to take care of the clan castle, and that goes down. So now it's time to send in the hogs. So he'll start at the 12 o'clock position and work his way counterclockwise. As soon as the other hogs start getting aggro from that defense, he'll send the other ones in the counterclockwise measure. So the first heal goes down, starts sending the other group of heals, still has probably about 9 or 10 left over, starts sending in some more. I think he's got the last 5 in the clan castle to go, and he'll probably send them in from the 6 o'clock or something position to meet up with that other massive group of hogs, drops the heal to cover that giant bomb spot. There we go with the last bit of hogs from the clan castle to meet up with those other hogs. And they only have about 4 or 5 defenses left. So there we go. Some hogs go flying. The last heal is dropped. And it will cover the area effect defense, splash damage from the whiz tower. And they only have a couple point defense and 1 mortar left. So great job. They'll go ahead and clean up the storages, beat on the king, knock him down. And then they'll start going flying as well as cleaning. So flying and cleaning hogs for potato chips, great job, great 3-star against the number 8. Way to go, man. We are going to go ahead and skip number 9, and we're going to jump down to number 10, and we're going to watch our number 35 True Alpha come on in with the HoLo on here and wreck this base. And he's going to go ahead and send some loons in from the left to take an easy kill on the cannon. The Tesla will pop and kind of hurt that attack a little bit. He could have got a little bit more out of it if the Tesla didn't pop, but it does. No big deal. He drops the hog in to get the lure. The balloon goes down in a fiery crash of, I don't know, wreckage. And the archer is then anchored onto the barracks, and he'll go ahead and do the barbarian wizard kill on the dragon for the clan castle kill, take care of that loon, and one wizard will survive. He'll go ahead and send just a 1-finger mass drop of hogs there, along with the barbarian king, do a king swap and tank for those hogs initially. He'll heal them up first, and you know, his goal is to get into the core there and take care of those air defenses, and he's sent the balloons in a tad bit early up top, but the rest are really spot on, and they're already doing some damage on those cannons on the outskirts and working their way in towards the mortars and whiz towers and everything else, and basically sandwiching with the hogs. So everything's going great. He's got about, I don't know, about 8 or 9 loons left over and the same amount of hogs. The hogs will run into a giant bomb spot there, but that does not affect the balloons at all. So we'll do a cleanup. And, I mean, great attack. That's how you do a HoLo. Good job, True Alpha. Way to go. That's a very common internet base, too, that we run into all the time, and I'm sure you do as well. So that's how you crush it, like True Alpha does. I really like watching JJ's attacks. He has some really good GoHos and good, almost like Town Hall 9 strategies for his Town Hall 8s. He's got some great attacks. So let's take a look at him take on their number 11, wipe it out. It's definitely I mean, pink walls, purple walls in there, no skull walls, but max defenses, which is kind of weird. But anyway, he'll go in with a shattered GoHo here. I just like the patience that he has to deploy his hogs. A lot of people deploy the hogs so fast, but watch how much he wrecks before he even deploys the main set of hogs that he uses. So he'll go ahead and get the lure, do the anchor with the archer up top, do the wizard and barbarian kill for the clan castle, and wash, rinse, repeat. Sends a nice spread on his golem in the 2 o'clock and 11 o'clock positions, and send one hog in there, which he likes to do a lot, which while they're tanking, the golems are tanking, you might as well have a hog beaten on defenses, right, on the point defenses. So that one little hog will go ahead and at least take out 1 for 1 and pretty much take out this with the wizards. And he makes it down a third of the way into the base, and then he'll start deploying the hogs at this point. While the golemites are tanking for most of the defenses. So he can get away with only using 15 to 19 hogs for this whole entire base. He still has 3 heals left over. There goes 1. While all those golems were tanking for most of the time, and now it's just a regular mass hog kind of attack, and to clean up the rest of the defenses in there. So they trigger another giant bomb there, and they're standing in heals, and then they only have 1 or 2 more defenses after this wizard tower. He uses the last heal, they heal them all up, so that mass army of hogs he has will go ahead and turn on that king, and basically 1 or 2 shot him after they took care of that dark elixir storage. Boom, he's down, and now it's just cleanup time. So again, just a great deployment and great patience and knowing where you are. He still has a full golem and a golemite left over, but he got a lot out of them, but being able to tank all those defenses while the hogs were just causing wreckage. So great job, JJ. Good attack. We'll go ahead and drop down to number 14. It's a really wonky, funky base that I've seen quite a bit. And I don't know if you guys have as well, but whatever, you're going to see how to wreck it right now. Surgical Go Wipe is going to show us how you do that with mass hogs. It's just, I don't understand. I guess, I don't know, maybe they expect you to use giants or something like that and going through those routed paths, but it makes no difference for the hogs whatsoever. So I don't understand why they have all those openings or whatever it is. So he'll go ahead and do the anchor on the bottom. You drop the poison, throw some barbarians and wizards in there, take care of the dragon and the balloon, send a giant in and the barbarian king to tank some of those point defenses. And I don't know why he sent the giant in there. It's maybe try to trigger a giant bomb or something. If you're not going to send the hogs behind it, it doesn't make as much sense. But so he'll go ahead and send some hogs here and really drop a heal for no reason. There's very few hogs there, but he'll heal the 1 or 2 that are in there. And then he'll go ahead and start deploying more of the hogs in there in a semi-surgical style, not quite, but a little bit of a surgical style. And drop the wizards behind. That's what he does really well, though, is he drops the wizards behind the hogs to do some cleanup while the defenses are being taken out by those hogs. So he'll drop the rest of the hogs at the 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock position. He'll use his last heal as they all convene into that and meet up. And yeah, they only have about 4 or 5 bases left, tons of hogs left over, and they'll go ahead and take that group out. Only a couple point defenses, and the archer, the air defense can only watch in horror as they come and destroy it for the last one. And they'll split up and hit that giant bomb, boom, but no bacon. They'll make the king's job a lot easier to go ahead and take them out. So he'll take out all that set of that set of hogs due to that giant bomb. But their brothers will go ahead and exact revenge and knock him down. And great 3 stars for Surgical Go Wipe. Good job, man. We haven't done a drag loon in a little bit, so let's go ahead and do that as Janitor goes and brings drag loon and from number all the way down to the 37th spot to hit their number 15. And we'll go ahead and use the 3 lightning, 1 earthquake to knock out that air defense. And he's only got 2 to deal with, and a rage left over with the 8 balloons, as well as I think 5 more in that, so 13 total balloons. So he'll go ahead and drop these dragons in there, and I'll speed it up a little bit and wait till he gets to that that spot where he drops the loons in there. He's going against the air sweeper, so it's definitely an interesting side to come in instead of coming from the northeast side. But I think he's just going to go ahead and rage them up there and hope that they overpower. Still waiting for him to drop the loons. He's being patient, so he's going to go ahead and drop them in now. And he's got no rage for them, so they're really going to be kind of fodder for this air defense. But maybe he's hoping that they'll tank for the dragons as they make their way through the big buildings like the town hall and the clan castle. They will make it just to the air defense, and they don't get it. So he didn't really get that much out of that group of balloons. Might have been better to rage them up and get them through that air defense, but it's okay. He still makes it there. That last little bit of balloons makes it through, and they do take care of that air defense. Once the air defense is down, there's only one more archer tower left, and one archer tower is not going to take out 3 dragons. So you know, that king will go ahead and tank for a little bit more. 2 dragons left, and wow, it really was close, huh? So he ends up with 2 dragons, but he does 3-star the base. Nice attack, Janitor. Good job, man. We will go ahead and drop down to number 18 and watch a very common internet base get wrecked by Frank, and he's going to use a GoHo in here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We'll kind of speed through this really quickly, but you know, just to get this good strategy there down, you'll go ahead and send in the lure from the bottom, anchor up top. There's plenty of spots to anchor wherever you're going to come from, and use the barbarians and wizards to take care of the clan castle right there. And then he'll go ahead and send his golem in from the top, start tanking for the wizards to clear the funnel. And use some wall breakers to get into there. Just drop some hogs in there, just like JJ did, to go ahead and look. I mean, they're pounding on those point defenses without being touched as the golem is tanking for them. You want to get the most that you can out of the golem. So they'll break through, he'll drop the king in, and start making his way towards the core, and those wall breakers make it all the way in. So, you know, good job with that. It's not always easy to make it through 2 layers of stuff. So he'll go ahead and drop the hogs in, and you know, save a heal there for that giant bomb spot. Pigs are flying. See, nobody can tell you that pigs don't fly. These pigs fly all the time. So he'll go ahead and drop the rest of the hogs in from the bottom. He still has another heal, so he's got 2. Now he's got 1 left over, and he'll go ahead and use that at this other spot where the rest of the hogs are, or he'll just hold it. Either way. So he doesn't need the heal. He'll just swag heal it, or just keep it for the next one. So they're already done with all the defenses. They've knocked the king out. Yeah, he'll just swag heal it in the middle. So no problem for Frank there. Good job, man. Way to wreck that base completely with 2 spells. And a goblin, too. Don't ever forget the goblin. All right, we'll jump down to number 20. And we'll go ahead and take a look at this. I didn't take a look at the actual attack. I only looked at the base, but I mean, I hate this common internet base. It's almost guaranteed that the giant bomb spot will be at the 7 o'clock position or 8 o'clock position between the archer tower and the cannon at the bottom, and then mirrored on the 5 o'clock position between the cannon and the archer tower on the other side. Sometimes they drop 1 in between the wizard tower and the dark elixir, or they take that one and move it up on one of the things by the top cannons. So let's go see if I'm right and if they did the same thing. So it looks like he's going to go a HoLo, or a little bit of hogs with mostly a little bit of loons with mostly hogs. He'll go ahead and drop the hogs in from the top, grab the lure, and we'll go ahead and anchor all the way up top with the archer, and then kill it with barbarians and wizards, and take care of that. And the last balloon goes down. So it's time to send the hogs in there. I guess he has a hole in the base there. He just dropped the barbarian up there where the hole was, and I guess there's another hole in that base. You always got to exploit them. So he'll send the loons in from the top to kind of create a funnel for his hogs to get them down into the core, but they don't make it there, so those hogs will have to reroute out there. He'll drop a heal down where all the point defenses are hitting them. and they'll make their way down into the core, drop another heal with one left over. That other hog will go ahead and try to take care of that archer tower, but still doesn't get it. So the hogs will make it even further. The other hog tries to take care of it, and then he drops his last bit of hogs in from the bottom, still has one extra heal, and we'll go ahead and heal in that bottom spot. There's that giant bomb that I was talking about. And they've got the last heal. It looks like they probably will make it there just fine to that final archer tower, as that giant bomb was triggered before through the hole. They're all done. They'll turn on the king and knock him out, and then we'll go ahead and do a cleanup. And he's got quite a bit of hogs, not a bunch of them, but enough for the cleanup there. So good stuff, good attack invisible kit, and good 3 stars. Well, guess what? I have saved the very best for last. Well, not really, but I don't even remember what I did here, because I think I went mass hogs, because look at that compact base with no possible giant spots within the base, but it's so funky and nasty with all the walls outside, so there's almost no spot I can drop within the base at all whatsoever. So everything has to be dropped. Let me just make sure. I don't think there's any holes whatsoever inside the base. So I've got to send my hogs all the way from the other area code in order to hit all the base. So that's the only thing good about this base from their side, and which makes it a little difficult. But it's fine. I'll send my hog all the way there. This is the first attack. Get lucky that I tripped the giant bomb and grabbed the lure. Go ahead and anchor on the left-hand side, and we'll do the standard barbarian wizard clan castle kill. The balloons will be taken out in just a second, and those wizards will make their way almost throughout the whole entire base without getting touched. I'll send my hogs in from the top. I think I do a 3-finger drop there, take out the whiz tower, the air sweeper, and the archer tower. Go ahead and heal in just a second, so to go ahead and take care of some of those point defenses right there. And the other hogs will go ahead and start making their way. I'll drop the rest of the hogs, I think, in just a second from the bottom, and they'll meet up with the larger group of hogs. So I just haven't watched this at all in a long time, so I don't remember when I dropped these hogs, and there we go. All right, so they're making their way through snail mail all the way up to the other hogs. I could have sent them in a lot quicker, but they have a long way of walking. So still have one more heal left over. We'll drop it here in just a second. Take care of that large group of hogs. I should have dropped it up a little bit higher. And yeah, they'll go ahead and take care of those last 2-point defenses. We'll go ahead and turn on the king. And I think I'm just holding the poison left over for posterity or something. I don't know. But whatever it is, they got 1 billion hogs left over to go ahead and get that good split. They'll start taking out the buildings. And yeah, the king will make his way down, the wizards, everybody will be one big happy family, and just completely annihilate that builder's hut. Whoever was in that builder's hut, I feel sorry for them. So good 3 stars for me. Great war to WHF Rising, and yeah, we'll go ahead and do a summary of the other one in another video.